check it out. I got the LeoVince LV One EVO exhaust installed. Now, full disclosure, I did not purchase this. LeoVince sent this to me. This exhaust is perfect for anyone who wants a gentleman's exhaust, meaning it is not super loud, it is not super obnoxious. Over the original exhaust, it sounds 10 times better. Let me go ahead and put a before and after for you guys so you guys can hear how it sounds. Here's with the stock exhaust. And now, here's how it sounds with the LeoVince exhaust. Over the stock exhaust, it sounds absolutely amazing, doesn't it? Anyway, we're going to get on the road now, and I'm going to describe to you guys exactly how this exhaust makes me feel. Because on a motorcycle like a Kawasaki ZX6R, it's got that inline 4 screamer that revs all the way up to 15,000 RPM. You want to be able to hear bad boys like this at their best. Now, as you already know, I got multiple exhausts for this motorcycle. So this is the first one I installed, and to be honest with you, I'm really happy. Like, if I didn't have any other exhausts, I would be pretty happy with this one. Not sure if you've seen the installation video, but between removing the stock exhaust as well as the link pipe and then also the servo for it, I saved 10.7 pounds. So that's incredible, really incredible. So if you buy this exhaust, not only does your motorcycle sound absolutely amazing, but now you've lost 10.7 pounds, and any amount of weight that you save translates to additional speed, and I think that's a win-win if you ask me. So when you first install this exhaust, don't be surprised if you think it sounds a bit muddy. First of all, you're going to have the baffle inside there. Yes, it does come with a baffle. It's going to be really quiet. And then you're going to take off the baffle, and the sound is going to get just a little bit louder, not by a whole lot. This was my experience, at least. So I would say for the first 75 to 100 miles, this exhaust didn't really sound that loud. It had like a very flat, muddy sound, and I thought it was really quiet. I thought it was really docile, and I was like, oh, okay. It's not so bad, but I wish it was a little louder. But then what happened was, after about, I would say, a good 100 miles of riding, the exhaust started to open up. It started to sound a whole lot better. The sound got a little bit more deep, and it started sounding like an inline 4 engine that I knew and loved. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I think the same exact thing happened to the stock exhaust that I had on this bike. I would say for like the first couple of 100 miles, it was relatively quiet. But then it started opening up, and I asked a couple of people in the comment section. They were like, yeah, it's the packing inside the exhaust. And when you ride it for a while, something, chemistry, whatever, and that's when the exhaust breaks in and it starts sounding better from that point going forward. And that's exactly what happened to this exhaust as well. So just throwing it out there, when you buy this exhaust in the beginning, don't feel bad that this doesn't sound as good as mine does. But later on, it's definitely going to open up for you. And I would say it sounds 10 times better than the stock exhaust. So this exhaust is like the perfect exhaust for the gentleman, the ZX6R owner, if you know what I'm talking about. It's not overly loud, it's not overly obnoxious, it's not going to deaf your neighbors. You can, like, I live in a condo, and all around me there are different apartments, so I don't necessarily feel bad taking this out of the garage, letting it idle until the oil temperature warms up a bit before I take off. I don't feel bad at all, and this is with the baffle off. But if you want an even more quiet exhaust, you can literally put the baffle on this thing, and I think the exhaust is going to peak out somewhere around 92 decibels. or 89 decibels. I forgot exactly what it is. I'll put a screenshot so this way you guys can see what it is with the dB killer and without the dB killer. But yeah, for you guys that are a little extra sensitive to sound or just don't want to annoy your neighbors, then the dB killer option is definitely the choice for you. But as for me, I kept it without the dB killer, and I think it sounds absolutely smashing. Woohoo! Yeah, this bike, after like 8,000 RPM, oh, it just sounds godly. Godly. Oh my god, it sounds so amazing. Yeah. That's the thing with exhaust, man. You put an exhaust on your motorcycle and all you want to do is just like twist the throttle, because this thing sounds so incredible. Why would you want to go slow and inhibit that sound from entering your ears? It's music, I'm telling you, it's absolutely music. As far as the personality of this exhaust, it does have little pops and bangs that you can hear. Not exactly super loud, but if I'm riding at like 3rd gear, 4th gear at like 6,000 RPM and I let go of the exhaust, let's see. There it is, 4,000 RPM. There it is. So you can hear those little pops right there. And that's part of its personality, and I really like that a lot. Not exactly sure if the stock exhaust was like that as well. That's a little taste for you. I'm not exactly sure if you hear mostly wind or you hear the exhaust. I hear a lot of wind, but I also hear the exhaust behind me, and because it's a factory exhaust, I got a little bit of vibration underneath my seat, so if you're a female, you might like that. Goodness. It's a good thing that I don't do this every single day. Only when I'm trying to prove a point. And the point I'm trying to make is, exhaust may not really have a true function. Well, I guess it does make your motorcycle lighter. If you tune it, it'll make your bike a little bit faster because you got more horsepower. But most importantly, guys, most importantly, it makes it sound better. And as a result of making it sound better, it's just a lot more fun to ride. Let's see how it sounds with a couple of baby rev matches. You hear those little pops? Yeah. God damn. God damn. Oh. Oh. Freaking fired up here. Oh my god, I think the hair on my chest grew like 2 inches. Yeah, boys, this is why you buy an inline 4, because it sounds this good. Well, one of the reasons why you buy an inline 4. What's the other reasons? Oh, I don't know, because it revs out to 15,000 RPMs. Maybe that's a good reason, amongst many others. Lightweight, flickable. You can shed like 30 pounds after I'm done with it, and then it's a 400-pound rocket ship with 130 to the wheel, close to 130 to the wheel. Yeah, those are good reasons. Yeah, those little pops. Hopefully you heard that. Sounds like music to my ears. Let's see if we can get a nice launch. 3, 2, 1.
2 hours. hours later.
If you want to save the most weight, buy the carbon fiber version. But if you're looking just to get an exhaust that sounds as good as this one, then get the non-carbon version, and I believe that one's about $100 less. As far as the link pipe, it's optional. You don't have to change it. You can just take out your old exhaust and then fit this one. So out of pocket, $400 or $500 is all you need to spend to get it to sound this good. But anyway, besides this exhaust, I have the LV10 that's going to go on next on this bike. And then to finish it off, we have the full M4 exhaust, which I believe is probably going to be a really, really loud exhaust, but it's also going to save a ton of weight. And I'm hoping that we can get this bike as close to 400 pounds as possible. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and also subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.